two
so.
people throwing chickens into clavicle cut back.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Meanwhile, it sounds like somebody just squeezed a bunch of rubber chickens.
Yeah.
Says, well, if you have some time in the city, would you permit me to, with you present, of course, at least take some etchings and drawings of the Sun Sword? I would like to add it to the library here. This is no two Sun Swords are alike, I've heard, and I want to confirm that theory.
So, Dawnbringer, what do you think?
Dawnbringer says, I don't mind, I suppose, but I would not want to be in the care of the people here. As long as you are here, I will be fine. As long as I'm not shut off, I'll be fine.
No, I will absolutely be present, as will as many who are available.
Meanwhile, Liam, is there anything in particular you're looking for while this is going on? So you do have kind of, while this is going on, the run of the library.
Remember, I was looking for some kind of spell previously that either we couldn't find or it was too expensive, but I don't remember what it was.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember it either. Well, you were going to make a spell.
That too, yeah.
Oh, okay, this is different. Okay.
But what did you say, Denise?
Oh, that you were gonna research something, and I thought we had it in Discord. I thought we had talked about it just because of the rating.
It wasn't Detect Thoughts, was it?
No, I don't think it was that.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
Fortunately. I mean, I know about the spell research thing, although, I mean, to be honest, unless you want to spend a whole lot of time here, it probably won't have time for something like that. At least to complete the invention.
If I can find something that would help me with the creation of a spell, I would like to either purchase the book or spend some time researching while they're doing the work with Dawnbringer.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, I would not be spending extra time in the library.
Okay. Yeah, so what you could do is just general research on that topic.
Yeah.
And what basically this does is you take 50 gold and you spend it on like research materials, right? So that's silver powder, bribes for other mages for their stuff, other things like that, right? And then you do an intelligence check, and depending on the result, and I'm going to give you advantage on this because this is a particularly well-stocked library.
Okay.
Will determine whether or not you get some outcome from this.
Straight intelligence or arcana?
It is straight intelligence.
Okay.
Yeah.
+5. All right. Ooh, 18. So 23.
Wow. Yeah, best result. So we're going to do this. And I'd mark this down. You currently have 3 pieces of lore pertaining to your spell knowledge.
Where did my arm go?
Right. Wait a minute.
I need to roll something else.
I'm going to put away my bacon. I'll be right back.
Said no one ever. You should be eating the bacon.
Nope. Okay. What happened to Laura's arm?
Pieces
Got
of
chopped
lore.
off by Frostborn, apparently. Okay. Do you know specifically what spell you are doing?
The Flaming Web.
Flaming webs. Okay.
Oh god, that's right.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
remember that bad idea.
So while Laura's away, because I was going to ask him something next, let me look at the magical stuff here.
While you're looking that up, Teston.
I think we just went offline.
What?
The stream just looks like it went offline. Maybe I'm crazy, but
I think it's you, because it says I'm
possible.
still connected.
I'm sorry. I thought it might.
Cord just messaged. He did a clip.
Oh no, it must be just me. Okay, sorry. I glanced over like, oh no, we're not streaming.
No, I appreciate you keeping an eye on it.
So let me ask this. What spell level are you trying to start this at?
Ooh, good question. So if I remember correctly, so web is second level. Burning Hands is first. Control Flames is a cantrip. Scorching Ray is second. Fireball is third. I would say probably third level.
Okay. Now we can do any level you want to. This just basically determines how difficult it is and how much damage it does at the start, basically.
Second or third seems appropriate because web is second level, so it can't be less than second.
Okay. And then here's another question. Are you looking for a spell which deals half damage on a successful save or doesn't deal damage on a successful save? The difference is the one which doesn't deal damage on a successful save has a higher amount of damage. But it's basically you're trading higher damage for an all or nothing save.
Hold on. What's the... So do we know what the base damage would be for each of the options?
Yes. So a second level base damage for multiple targets is 4d6. Not having a save for nothing increases that by 25%, basically. So we'd be looking at
5d6.
Basically, yeah.
So 4d6 with save for half damage, or 5d6 with no save.
46 half damage on a save, 5d6 no damage on a save. You don't have to decide now, but that's...
But with the nature of the spell, would it be damage over time guaranteed per round as well? Or is that something that's negotiable?
Yeah, I mean, we can negotiate that. Like the way that web works is basically it's a deck save to not get stuck on it. So what we'd probably do with that is if it's save for no damage, if they manage to not be restrained by it, there's no damage. Otherwise, they still take damage even if they save if they're in it, basically.
Because they're moving through it, presumably.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's trade-off, right?
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
I'm going to go for the half damage with save.
Okay. All right. So you have done some research in here, and you are pretty sure you know how you can craft this spell. What that means is a couple of things. The first is you do need to purchase materials for this in order to do the whole trial and error with scribing the spell into your spell book, silver powder, all that sort of stuff. It's a second level spell, so not too expensive. Let me see exactly how much it would be. Yeah. So you think it would likely, unless you have to do like a redo at the end of it, like about 400 gold worth of materials to do it.
Yeah.
For a second level spell, but assuming you're able to get a couple of weeks to do this, you are pretty sure you have the knowledge here to do this spell. Now, a couple other things I want to ask. I'm assuming action to cast a spell. If we're talking bonus action, that changes the calculation a lot.
No, it would be a full action.
Okay. Same other effect as web, or are we talking difference from what web does? Because web right now, it's a 20-foot cube. Duration's 1 hour, concentration, basically anything aside from the flaming webs effect that is different than web.
Yes, same information as web. It's just on fire when it's cast.
Right.
Probably I don't think it would be able to be maintained if it's already on fire. But capturing someone that fails the save, so they at least take additional damage the next round, that kind of thing.
So are you okay? So you are still wanting to include that they're fine? Because I was thinking that it's basically a magical burning web, so it doesn't like just burn itself up after a round. Are you saying that you do want it to burn itself up?
I mean, if we can create it so it doesn't burn out immediately, that would be good. I just don't know. I don't know.
I mean, you can think about it if you'd like.
Yeah. Let me think about that.
You don't have to decide right now, but you've basically got the puzzle pieces to put this together if you want.
Okay.
So maybe over the weeks you can think about what exactly you want it to do.
Cool.
And if you're like, well, can we nerf this one aspect to buff something else? Like we can totally do that as well.
Okay.
You can have it be a 5-foot cube if you want to, and just make it really powerful. Let's see.
I want this square to die.
Yeah.
There is a spell for that. It's called Cloud of Daggers.
Wow.
It's like this square dies. Yeah. It's hardly ever taken, I admit, because it's just so small, but it's a 5-foot cube. Second level spell. And it does 44 slashing damage. You're like, oh, okay, well, that's whatever. But there's no avoiding it. It just does it.
Oh, dear.
Anyone who starts their turn there or moves through it. And you can upcast it and you get an additional 2d4 for every level you upcast it. So it actually, if you can hold someone in place over this will just shred them. And there's no save, nothing.
Guaranteed blender. That's just
but
mean.
it's a 5-foot area.
Right, but still, like, if
you can't move the cloud, can you?
No.
That's what I thought.
No. It's just concentration, duration, 1 minute. It's concentration.
I think that's why I didn't take it, because you can't move it. It's just in place. So.
Yeah, it's situational for sure. But if you can stick somebody in it, It's like just a free magic missile on them that scales better than magic missile.
So, Taston.
Yeah.
For the teleportation, what I'd like to do is find more of a, and I don't know how to word this in character, mom and pop caster.
Agreed.
So you don't want to go to the Google casters?
No.
If possible, I'd like to not.
Don't be evil.
Yeah. Oh, man.
It might cost a little more, but finding someone that's local who would appreciate the business.
Yeah, that's why my first inclination was to
Comcasters. Oh, you're fired.
Nope. Unacceptable. I cannot.
No,
I
yeah.
will not co-sign on that.
Yeah, no.
I'm angry
veto.
because it's good. I'm
Veto.
angry because that is amazing.
Veto.
Nope.
The problem is there's no other option. You're the only option in this.
God damn it! I knew it. I knew it. Freaking Comcasters.
Oh,
Ugh.
God.
Real quick aside here, my local
And they
grocery store-
upcharge you for distance, even though there's no
and
casting
for no
strain
reason
at all.
Yeah,
They're just
no,
going to upcharge you.
doesn't
for
change anything. No.
It. Oh, it's the worst. It's the worst.
My local grocery store actually has a locals option, and it is stuff just in the area. And it's I was just thinking of you going there and being like, well, I could get those Oreos, but these ones look pretty good. And just grabbing everything from that particular aisle, except it spells. That's spell from it, obviously.
Mm.
They make really good peach salsa, I've found. I know, right? Would not have thought. And it's like, oh, hey, this is actually really good.
So my thought was to see to call in this Master Ladron as our first option, since they're local. They seem to be on the outskirts of the guild and might be able to catch a decent deal if they have any interest in traveling to either Baldur's Gate or to Yartar.
Or Flint Rock. It's in the same
how close is
vicinity.
Flint Rock. Oh, very close. Okay, yeah, either one. We got options. I like it.
I will tell you right now, Flint Rock is not a populated area.
Right. We have one option.
What's the other destination to the further west?
Tribor.
It's on a trail or on a road.
Yeah.
Or is it a troll camp?
I think it's just too small.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. It's a crossroads town, population 2,500. Probably not, unless some wizard has done something that nobody knows about. Yeah, Tribor is unfortunately not a large place.
Long Saddle?
We could check, but
just anything in the area.
Yeah, just generally.
So,
I mean, Yartar I know is an actual like city.
so it's actually the best option, regardless, is what you're saying.
Probably Silvery Moon would be the next best one. Like 100%, there's going to be one there, but it's it's a little further away.
But not too. I mean, it's still closer than Baldur's Gate.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, and Silver Moon is very pretty well known.
It's also a good aligned area as opposed to Baldur's Gate, which
it is a good aligned area. Yes.
Okay, and remind me, why were we trying to get to this area? Since I thought we got summoned to Mither Halls.
Isn't that the way down?
Yeah.
Or
Mither Hall is under
Mither Hall. Gauntlegrim is the place. Mither Hall is not it.
Okay, so Gauntlegrim is to the west, but that's underground. Okay. That's what. Okay, great. Okay, that makes more sense now. It's like now. I know we're supposed to go there for some reason. Well, then technically, I don't know what the alignment is for Neverwinter, but technically Neverwinter would be pretty close. We're trying to
Lawful.
ultimately get to Gauntled. Okay, nope. Not doing that.
And you notice I don't even mention the other axis. Neverwinter is lawful.
All right, yeah, we'll stick with the Archer then.
I mean, Silvermoon would actually be a decent choice if there's nothing close.
I'm not opposed to it. I'm down for a little bit of a walk.
I mean, I'm not sure what's going on in 5th edition's timeline. I don't know if the sisters are still in charge or anything, but
if I recall correctly, because the last part I ran through just went the Silver Moon. I believe it's run by Silverhand right now. Let's see. It's been a little while. Silver Moon. Let's see. What are you doing right now? So, I mean, yep. High Lady, Austriel, Silverhand, a powerful wizard, and one of the 7 sisters. And also chosen Mistra. So she knows about magic.
Well, let's talk to the wizards and see where they would be comfortable teleporting us to, and then we can make a decision from there.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I spoke wrong. It was ruled by her. She's no longer the ruler. The current ruler is a different person. Methramer Arasume, half elf fighter and wizard. Okay, he's battle wizard. Alignment, lawful good. There you go.
Still works. Okay.
Yeah. The gem of the north. All right, so you want to find this Master Ladron. Mark, in the meantime, while they're at the library, unless you just want to spend the whole time throwing meat and getting people to throw meat into Glab.
I mean, I'm probably net positiving on money at this point, not that I'm tracking any of it because it's like copper range.
Mm-hmm.
But I can be looking for a boat. What I was actually thinking I would do is if you didn't succeed in a teleport, then we would rewind to the past when I found a boat. Because that is what I'm doing. I am looking for a boat right now.
Okay.
Unless the Gladiator thing is going to be a thing. I kind of wouldn't mind participating in that, but that's just a testing my skills and, answer me this. What's the rewards?
Well,
for Earth Realm, you'll be fighting for.
Damn it.
So that, they made that movie recently, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I started watching it.
What?
That bad?
Come on.
I didn't finish it.
I've heard nothing good about the later. Nothing. That's not true. I've heard like this scene or this CGI effect is good. That's about as good as the praise I've heard.
The initial scene where Scorpion, the human who becomes Scorpion.
Like in the past, right? Yeah. I've heard good things about that.
It actually has a good premise and a good start. Mm-hmm. And then I knew this was going to happen as soon as this happened. And then after it, they turned to text on a black screen to explain the backstory. Mm-hmm. They're like,
not a great sign.
And I'm sure coming up in the next 5 minutes, they're just going to say this in the scenes, and they do.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of goes from there. I don't know. One of those weird movies where it just, I don't know. Maybe just got butchered in the editing. I don't know. But all right. Anyway. So arena. So it's not hard to find information about the arena. If you don't
have a prize designed, then ignore me.
No, I do, because the arena is actually a huge part of Hillsfar. Hillsfar Arena. So the Hillsfar Arena. So they have everything from gladiatorial games to races to even rumored naval combat where the floor gets sealed and flooded, and they have mock battles and stuff. There are a lot of people around the arena, like in insanely large amount, and there seems to be something going on. People are it's obviously full because people are clambering to get inside. They're like stacking boxes to look over the walls and stuff.
Have you seen Princess Bride third?
Yes.
You remember the everybody move scene?
Yes,
Well, Glabagul's in front of me.
this is true. Do you want everybody to move?
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think people are going to be crowding him, is what I'm trying to get across here.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, not a problem. If you just want to kind of like have them scooch up to the side so you can clear a path.
So Glabagul
People
is
will
the
get
group
out of the
squad?
way. They don't seem particularly happy about it. And one thing you notice about the people around here is their demeanor seems to have changed a bit. Like they're a little too into whatever's going on there.
Okay.
And you take a look over, and it looks like the place has been flooded, but instead of boats going, having mock battles on there, you see several platforms that have various obstacles and stuff in there. And there seems to be people in just rags and really poor looking weapons fighting each other across these pillars. And you see what seems to be some aquatic creatures swimming around in the water, and there's blood in the water for sure. It's just kind of like pooling. It looks like they're having people like actually fight to the death in here, and the crowd is just like absolutely ravenous. They've changed from like the traders that you saw here to people who are just like, yes, blood. There's a real uneasy feeling around here. And then the last time you kind of felt this was back when there was a demonic presence in the Underdark. It's like this. There's like a huge concentration of it here.
Okay, so I will withdraw Glabagul.
Okay.
Well, come on, Glabagul. And I will basically, I want to scan/visually scan/sensor scan/scan. Is there a concentrated demonic presence around here?
Well, you may make a perception check with advantage. So searching
Predator
for
vision.
demon stuff.
Oh, nice. That's going to be a 23.
23. Okay. So it's, it takes a little bit to like search through the whole place, right? But there's a couple of things you realize. Number one, the source doesn't seem to be any particular thing or object or place. It just seems to have just concentrated in this area, almost like it's a self-feeding thing, right? Where enough people got here, enough anger and enthusiasm got worked up, and it just kind of started balling up here, for lack of a better term. It's kind of like somebody took all of the ambient stuff you sensed back in the other city, all the ambient stuff you sensed in Gondelgrim, and just shoved it into one place and started squishing it all around.
So that either means there's demonic death doom, or some smart wizard was like, you know what? Let's concentrate all our demonic crap over there. And so that's that's the radiation district, right?
The radiation district.
There, it's over there. Yeah, exactly. That's the ghetto, the radiation ghetto.
Yeah, but it definitely seems to be, they're like, this is growing, it's increasing. There's not anything good that can come from this.
All right, so I hit F5 really quick.
Okay.
And then I fling Glabagul into the arena.
It sinks.
Oh, right. There's a lot of shit. I forgot. Okay, hang on. I fling him onto one of the people in there.
Oh, no.
Nice.
I will say it's with that. Actually, are you using your special site?
Not initially. But
Okay.
once I detect that, I will absolutely use it, because I feel like I have to. Because if there is someone directing this, that's something we should probably at least know about before we skip town.
Okay. There are some shapeshifted demons in the crowd.
How many, like roughly?
So you go
100, like
every single person. No.
Oh my god!
You do a sweep around, and as best you can tell, there are 6. They just seem to be mingled among the crowd, and you really wouldn't be able to tell them apart from anyone else. Their true form looks close to like a. Actually, no. You can make an advantage religion check. Just if you want to just try and identify these straight up.
Okay, that's much better. I think that's still +0, so that's 15. But
15. Okay. You think that these are? Let me just make sure I get these right. Where are you?
These are dretches and mains.
No.
Bellers.
Where are you?
I love how the city is just hovering over the table like this.
I mean, it's threatening to fly away every day.
It
Everybody's
is.
scared about it.
You have to actually climb your way up. It's actually kind of a cultural thing. You have to earn the right to get up top.
I hate this stupid thing resets every time I use the
Leap of
filter
faith.
thing. Where are you?
See street view.
Okay. These are what are known as Baboo.
That's
And
what
they
we're
look kind of like they you know what?
Oh, they're there.
I've got a picture here.
No, I see him.
Yeah, they
Well,
look
I mean,
like
you
they've
can
got a
show the
big
stream, obviously, but
yeah,
yeah,
they look like they've got a big like hook on their head, like clawed hands and stuff. They're not generally known for being very friendly, but you do know that they're pretty smart as far as demons go. We'll put it that way. You do know that they are awful to fight. Like they're way stronger than the average individual, like by far.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I could take a couple of them, but yeah, this is not.
Yeah. They're also rumored to have some sort of ability to just sap your strength to the point where it's hard to even stand up. And they also have a couple other rumored abilities, like they can cause you to like run in supernatural fright. If you are a wizard, they can tear down your magic. You've heard of them flying before. Like it's like how many of that's actually true and how much of it's rumor. But they seem to have a pretty extensive list of things they can do.
Great. Can I roll wisdom or int to try and mentally track them? I'm saying that wrong. I want to memorize their faces, essentially.